Hello everybody. It is Pip here from queenpipcards.com. Today we are looking at spotlight stamping using your alcohol markers. That's what we're going to talk about today. Welcome to everybody. I'm sorry I'm a little croaky. My throat has still not cleared up. We're in week 3 now, so if I have a cough or a little croakiness, I apologize. Hopefully you can hear me okay despite the croakiness. Hi Melly, hi Betty, hi Cheryl, everybody joining us from Italy and Canada and the UK. We're all over the place. It's great. So yeah, today I wanted to share with you, hi June, just a little technique. It's all about blends. That's what it is for us. These are called Stampin Blends. Okay, these are our Stampin Up alcohol markers, and I just love them to pieces. And I run a 8-month blends club, and one of the things I like to do is do videos using blends. So we're going to be doing one video a month featuring Stampin Blends. So hopefully you're all going to enjoy this and enjoy using alcohol markers. You can use whatever alcohol markers you've got. I just love the Stampin' Up ones. And obviously, if you want to purchase any alcohol markers and you don't know what to go for, I'm going to recommend the Stampin' Up markers, and you can purchase them all through me. So if you want to do that, then here's my store, queenpipcards.com/store. I also teach people how to go from a beginner to a confident card maker in 4 easy stages, and I do that through my membership, which you can join here at thecardmakingknowhow.com. So that's about me and what I do and how I help you be more creative and learn more crafting things, skills, techniques, all the foundations and building blocks. So this is how I help you, and I hope that in return you will enjoy it and share with me your creativity. So chat with everybody in the comments, get to know people, because community is really important, and lots of people in the comments already know each other, but they welcome new people all the time. So please don't feel scared about chatting to anyone in the group. Okay, so who have we got? We've got Ange. Jane's joined us. Ange is here. Hello. And Julie here from Australia. So we've got the whole world watching at the moment, which I love. I love, love, love. Okay, so let's get cracking with this one. It does take a little bit of time, but I think you'll agree it's worth it. So I'm going to put my camera down. I'm going to show this. Okay. And then put this light on. So we've got a bit more light coming on the subject. Let's put this in the front because it's boring grey at the moment for you to see. Let's bring this down because we're going to need to be a bit more close up than that. Whoops. That made a funny twanging sound. Sorry about that. It's just my little springs on my little thingy, on my gizmo. Hi, Paula from Wyoming. Hi, Jane, just down the road from me. So, yeah, so this is... I really struggled with what the name of this should be, because it's really creating a background using your blends. Most of the time you'll see stamping and then colouring of the flowers. But when you use this background technique, it really pops the flowers out. So it makes the flowers a little bit more spotlighted. So that's what I was going for with the name. And thanks, Jane. Yeah, it's fabulous, isn't it? It just comes out beautifully. And then I've added some of this more dazzle paper in the background. This is the gold version. Isn't that gorgeous? Just stunning. And then I've added a little bit of embossing here because, you know, I love a bit of texture too. So nothing fancy, just love. I love that sentiment. It's just great. So let's show you how to do this and how you can do it on different things, because that's doing it on a large piece. So we'll talk about doing it on a large piece like that, but we can also do it on a smaller piece, so we're going to talk about that too. So here I have not this piece. I didn't want that piece. Where's that piece I wanted? There we go. Is it that one or that one? That one. There we go. So this is just a circle, so you don't have to do it on just a square piece of paper like that. So that I cut that out of basic white. It's quite a big chunk. And then I did lots of stamping. You don't have to do quite so much if you don't want to. If you just want to give it a go and get started, you know, figure out how to do it for yourself. See what you think, whether you enjoy doing it or not. Start small is my suggestion. So I'm going to start small and show you how we do that. So this is my very well used Petal Park stamp set. Don't worry about it being pink. There's nothing wrong with it being pink. It's just the way it goes after it's been used. Hi, Mandy. Hi, Carol. Yay, just made it today. We've only just started, Carol, so you're good. You're good. Alrighty, so we are doing spotlight stamping technique using alcohol blends. Alcohol markers, which are our Stampin' Up blends. Now, I'm using Memento. People often ask me, what can I use? What should I use with my to colour my to stamp with? And I always say use Memento. It's the best ink specifically designed to work with alcohol markers. There we go. So you get a lovely crisp finish for your stamping, but also it doesn't it doesn't have anything in it that will bleed. So it's very good for actually just giving a crisp image without any of the bleeding. Sometimes what you get is, oh, why has that gone so dark? Come on. Sometimes what you get is when you start to colour, if you're using a dye-based ink or a water-based ink, it just starts to blur the edges, and that's because it's just running into that ink. But with this Memento, it's good. It doesn't do that. So I've got my Lemon Lolly and Light and Dark. They come in a pair, these blends. So I always start with dark. You can start with light as well if you want to. There we go. My phone's decided to be a bit weird on its lighting today. I don't know why. So I'm going to do the center in the dark and these little bits here. I'm not being very, clever about it or specific. I'm just following the lines that are on the flowers. And you can spend hours colouring if you want to, with your alcohol blends and getting, beautiful highlights and all that kind of stuff done. I just think, and that's great. I don't have no problem with people doing that. I love it. I think I'm in awe of people who do that. But for me, I want a quick card. I want a card that I've just done. Get it done, get it out. And also for a little flower like this, I don't really want to spend ages over something like this. I might add a bit of highlighting. There's obviously stuff that I will do. But I won't spend too long getting it looking amazing, if you know what I mean. Because we've also got to do the background, and the background takes a while. So you could all, of course, go over this and then go over it again and again, build up the layers, build up the lighting, work out where the shadows are, etc. You can do all of that. And I teach all of that in the membership. So if you want to join cardmakingknowhow.com and understand how to build these up and create some stunning flowers, you can do that in the membership. But for now, I'm just going to maybe add a little bit more dark back into the equation. Give it a little bit more in the center. Come back over that light again. So I say I don't do much, and then I start going and building up colour. But, I don't do masses. Okay. And then comes the interesting bit, because now we're going to look to do that background technique. So I have my two colours here, and I'm going to use the lighter one. This is the light blueberry bushel. So we're going to use that. Hello. Oh my goodness, we've got loads of people. Oh, Paula's going off to work, so she's going to have to catch replay. Okay, Paula, see you later. We've got Tracy on. We've got, hi Tracy. We've got somebody who I don't know, but you've managed to catch me at the right time. You have managed to catch me at the right time, but I don't know who you are. Hannah's here. Jane's here. Jane says she just loves Lemon Lolly. I do too. It's such a nice soft yellow. Beautiful. Okay, so I'm taking my thin end, okay, to start off with, and you'll see for why. And we're going to colour all the way around these flowers. Now, as I say, this does take some doing. So we're just going to chat while I do this, because I don't have the ability to speed this up because this is a live video. So if you've got any, questions about alcohol markers, blends, or whatever, then, you know, ask them now while I'm busy doing this, and we can chat for a bit about all things alcohol markers and blends. Meanwhile, I'm just following the lines of these flowers and giving myself a good space. Now, don't panic about the streaky bits, because we're going to get a few streaky bits to start off with as I start laying down this colour, but don't panic. We'll sort that out in a minute, because that's what I love about alcohol blends, is you just, alcohol blends, I'm doing it again, alcohol markers of all types, including Stampin' Up blends. You can get it so it just merges and blends. Literally, that's, you know, that's the it's in the name, folks. It does what it says on the tin. It blends colour beautifully. So we'll get to that in a moment. I'm going to come in here. And the good thing about this tip is, even though it's quite big, you can get it to go quite detailed into the small areas. So you could do this with any flower that you've got, any flower stamp. Could be large, could be small, as long as you can get the blend tip into the, you know, into the bits in between, so you can see, you can get it so it forms that lovely border. Then you can do that with anything. Am I going to do, oh, it's Bev. Hi, Bev. Are you going to do another blend colouring course? Well, I'm currently in the process of doing my blends club, but all my blends colouring courses are in my membership, which you can join for £15 a month or £40 for a quarter. And yeah, I might do some more blend stuff in there. I don't know that I would do it as a separate course, Jane, at this point. I think, to be honest, I'd probably just add it to the membership, because for £15 a month you get that and everything else. Now I'm just going to put a little piece of grid paper down. Let's find one that's not too distracting. Here we go. Because now I'm going to turn the pen over and I'm going to do the other side, like use the other end, which is the big end, because now I can go big. I can do large colouring, and I'm going to go all the way around the edge, and then you'll see that some of these are just starting to give a bit of lines and stuff like that. We just keep going over and it will all blend together beautifully. You just want to make sure you've got all that edge, because it does show up if you don't get it. There's suddenly a big white patch and you can see it quite dramatically. So make sure you get the whole edge going, like so. There we go. But yeah, I do love blends, I have to say. And my previous course is up in the membership. That is part of the membership under the Explore step. Hello. Oh, look, we've got loads of people. Sharon checking in before lunch, before heading back to work. Nice. It's Blueberry Bushel, Jane, this one. This is the Blueberry Bushel Light. Good morning, Linda. I'm happy you could chat with me this morning too. Are we going to see you at Paper Party this weekend, I hope? Looking forward to that. Just finished uploading all my Paper Party videos, so they'll be going up into getting those into the group shortly, and then I'm working out what else I'm going to be playing with this weekend through our lives. Oh, I can't wait for the Paper Party. I love my Paper Party with Katina. It's so much fun. And I like that this time I've got some people who can't join live, but they're going to watch it afterwards. So, having stamped the flowers in the centre of the circle and coloured them with Lemon Lolly two-tone, I'm now completely covered the whole of the rest of that circle with this Blueberry Bushel blue ink with the alcohol marker. And now all I'm doing is titivating, really. I'm just checking and making sure that it doesn't look too blotchy. And you might get some areas, and you can just keep going over them until they start to blend together. And then as they dry out, they blend beautifully. The more you put down, the more they'll mix together, because you're just saturating the fibers in the paper, and then that helps the alcohol ink to move around, flow across the surface. Okay, so that's not looking too bad. You can see how saturated that is when I turn it over, and you can see how much the yellow and the blue has seeped through. Not so much over this side. There is a little bit of a patch there, so I need to just fill that in. Sometimes that can help you work out where you need to add more ink if it's not showing on the other side. We need a little bit more here coming in. There we go. And now you can see how it's blending. Yeah, there's still a few bits that are thinking about it. So we can just add a little. But they just come together and they form this gorgeous background. And actually, if it's got some different light and shade pieces, I'm not really worried about that. I quite like that. Adds a bit more texture and effect to it. There we go. So, oh, you're not going to be with us all. Oh, that's such a shame. We'll miss you, Linda. So there we go. So that is now we've created that as our central focal point, and see how it spotlights that yellow. It really brings those flowers up to the surface, almost makes it look even more 3D than when it was on a white background. So now we've done that, now we can start putting our card together, and I'm mixing it up a little bit here because I quite like, I love this. So I'm thinking I'm going to do a piece and then a banner piece, and I'm going to just trim that down to size. Now when you're cutting anything that's got glitter, always cut from beneath. So turn your glitter paper over so the glitter's downward facing, and your cutting blade is cutting from the top down. That just helps to keep your blade a little bit less damaged from the glitter, because glitter can damage your blade, and it cuts it more cleanly. So there you go, that's another little tip from me. So we'll be popping this on here. That did not take me as long as I thought it would. It's only 10 to. So we'll add another, I'm going to add another little sneaky little technique for you here as well, because I would really like to add a bit of ribbon to this, but you know, we've got no blueberry bushel ribbon in the catalogue. It's a shocker, I know, but we haven't. So I'm going to make my own, because that's another great thing that you can do with blends. You can actually colour your ribbon. So I'm going to add that. Isn't that just stunning? Oh. So I've added this more dazzle paper, the gold version, in quite a thick strip. That's about 7 centimeters, I think. Yeah, 7 centimeters. That's about 2.5, 2 3/4 inches. So like a big chunk of your card is now on the left-hand side taken up with this beautiful gold dazzle paper, and then this blueberry bushel background layer. And I want to put that on the lemon lolly. But as I say, I would like to break it up slightly with a little bit of ribbon, because you know me, I love a bit of ribbon. So if you've got any white or vanilla creamy kind of ribbon like this is the new, what's this one? Basic white herringbone ribbon, this one. Okay, you can change this if you have Stampin Blends or any alcohol markers for that matter. So I'm just going to use, I need about that much, so I know how much I need. This time I'm going to go in with the dark blueberry bushel. Oh, maybe I should do lemon. Oh, maybe I should do lemon actually. Yeah, let's go with the light lemon lolly. Oh, that might be better. Okay, I'm changing my mind on the fly now. So you lay your ribbon on a piece of paper so it protects your surface, and you're going to rub the tip of your blend along the ribbon. Okay, so you're colouring the ribbon And I use the wide tip because it's a lot quicker than if you use the other end. And you just colour all of your ribbon with the colour that you want it to be. You can do more, you can do less. I tend to go in one direction because if you pull it in the other direction, sometimes the ribbon rucks up and it's very annoying. So colour in one direction makes it easier for you. And then if it's not quite as deep as you want, you can go back, you can add more, or you can leave it nice and light. See how gorgeous that looks. Now, I will tell you something that you do need to know. At the moment, it's nice and floppy. As the alcohol dries within that, it will stiffen that ribbon. So if you want to do anything that includes tying a bow, etc., do it now while the ribbon is soft. Okay, it's much easier than once it's dry because it will go a little bit stiffer. But look at that, that is stunning. So let's pop some ribbon along here. Let's see, that's going to go really nicely with that. Pop the ribbon on. I'm going to drop it about a third of the way up. And we'll just attach that in place with my Stampin' Seal. Who likes this technique? Who's now got in their head, oh, I've got a flower stamp, I could do that with XYZ. Let us know which flower stamp you're going to use this with, because I think it would look lovely in all of them. Let's pull this over. If that's not straight, I'm going to just check how straight it is. Yeah, not too bad. That's good. And then we'll pop that on here. If you're watching for the first time from my Facebook group, welcome. It's lovely to see you. This is my group, and I'm here to help people go from card making beginner to beyond. We have quite a few people in the group that are both beginners and a lot of people who are beyond. So they're confident card makers already. But as I say, if you are a beginner, then these little classes every week help you learn something new. But if you would like to have a more structured way of learning, which takes you step by step through all the basic fundamentals and foundations so that you know what you're doing and you know how to correct something if it goes wrong, or, you know, oh no. Oh, okay. My laptop's just restarted. Hang on a second. I'm assuming you can still see and hear me here, but you've lost my face. And I've lost the studio, which is a bit annoying. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to come back with that. My laptop literally just restarted all by itself. That's interesting. Bear with me. It's never happened to me before. I wonder why it did that. It wasn't happy about something. And I switched it on this morning. It's not like it was not on. Let me just see if I can go back into the studio and pick up where I left off. Hopefully you're all chatting away. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What's going on now? Okay. Yeah, come on. Let's go there. I've lost everything now. Hold on. Bear with me. Bear with me. It's coming back. It's coming back. Okay. Okay. I'm back. Oof. Okay. Talk about throw me out and just confuse the heck out of me just by restarting in the middle of my live stream. That's fun. Not. Oh dear, but you're all okay, hopefully. You didn't panic. You're all there asking questions. Great. Okay, I've got questions and comments. So Angela says, yes, she'll do this technique with purple blends. Love that. Betty says she often colours ribbon. Nice. Mandy's asking, is the way to refill? And is it preferable they're stored flat? So absolutely. That's a great question, Mandy. So yes, always store them flat like this, because otherwise the alcohol will go down to one end and the color will sink down to one end. So definitely, definitely store them flat. But you cannot refill them. So they are counted as consumable items. So once they are consumed, then you just buy another pair. But that's why they're sold as a pair, rather than as like a pack of 10 or something. So you can just buy them individually, which is great. But that's a good question. She also says that Mandy also colours ribbon a lot too. That's great. Jane's saying there's network issues and yours did the same thing. Oh, I'm glad it's not just me then, Jane. I'm not going crazy. But Betty didn't lose us, so that's good. See, that's the good thing about having you on my phone and on my laptop. Okay, so as we were, people, let's get started back here again. So what was I talking about? I was talking about the card making know-how membership, yes, and how you can go from beginner to confident card maker in 4 easy stages with my membership. So I'm thinking I want this actually on this side. I think it looks better on this side, showing a bit more gold. And then I've got this little tag here from Timeless Tags, I think, or tag. I can't remember what these are called actually. Oh, that's terrible, isn't it? I'm sure they're Timeless Tags. Anyway, it's a little tag. And we're going to put a little sentiment on it. If I can find the words that I was going to use. Where are they? Okay. So these are the stamp sets I use all the time. Oh, this is a good one. Just thanks or hello. These ones fit. This is Wonderful Thoughts. This is a new one out. I love it because they're so little. They're just little. And you can die cut them so that you don't even have to cut them out. That might actually be just a little too little. I want to go a bit bigger than that. I might want to go hello. Hello. Oh, that's nice. Yeah. So we're going to go hello. I'm going to hide this bit underneath my circle. Oh, Linda says she's got one that runs out like water. It's just possibly over alcoholed. So, you know, like our stamp pads, sometimes they're over inked. It could just have a little bit of excess alcohol in it. Just make sure that when you open it away from a project. Don't open it over your project in case a drip of alcohol comes out. And then just pop that, you know, just dry it off with a bit of paper towel or something. And it should be fine after that. So, yeah, sometimes I find that especially when they're new or if they've been sitting in the heat, for example, you might get a little bit of that happening. So I'm going to go with... if I can reach it, Blueberry Bushel ink. I've got them all the way out like that, all the way over there, and sometimes I forget to get them out when I need them. Okay, so let's do this. Get this nice and inky. Okay, I'm going to do hello along there. Okay, not in the center, but it's straight, so I'll go with that. And then we're going to tuck this like behind here. So it's tucked oops, you can't see that. Tucked underneath, like so. And then we'll pop this up on dimensionals, because you know me, I like dimensionals. This is now getting a little bit tight now that it's drying out, which is good. I'm going to use some of my cut up ones from the edges, because waste not, want not. It means I can do this. Excellent. Need another piece. So never throw your dimensionals away when they get to the end, because there's always some left on the paper. Okay, so we'll take these off, like so. And we'll pop that down like so. So there's a bit of gold showing, there's a bit of ribbon showing there, and then this is going to sit over it like that with a little bit of ribbon showing over there. So just under this piece here, I'm not going to need any dimensionals, so put my thumb on that to remind me I don't need any there. And then I'm just going to chop these up. I'm going to use all these bits. Well, not all of them, but eventually I will, but not all on this particular thing. I don't think I need all of these. That might be going a little bit over the top. So we can pop one there, stick one over there, stick one there, and then that kind of forms my edge. I know that that's where that's going to be. And I can just keep going with these. Anyone else got any questions? I'm happy to help or answer. It doesn't have to be about alcohol. If you've got any questions about anything else, let me know. There we go. And then I'll put that on there. One of the most important things that I've seen in the group recently is about design, actually. Design questions coming up about, you know, I don't know if my card looks balanced, or I think I'm missing something, or where would I post? Where would I pop a... Claire had a question about where to put a label, you know, all that kind of stuff. And that's all really part of design. So I think I'm going to do something about design coming up soon in the group. There we go. Pop that there. So watch this space on that. I like to do some stuff. Might do another workshop like I did last year on inks. Might do one this year on design. See how we go with that. Right, so that's that. Now it's very shiny here, but I still think it needs a bit of embellishment because I love a bit of embellishment. And thankfully we've got lots and lots of embellishments we can choose from this year, including, she says, get these out, these ones which have this lovely lemon lolly colour in them, which is just perfect. So we'll pop some of these down. Trying to get them so they're not shiny. Too shiny, too bright on your face. There we go. So we'll add some of these. So that we can add quite a few large and a couple of smaller ones. And that sort of just fills up this blue space. Sometimes it's, you know, it's nice to have the background. We like that. That's what we were creating. But sometimes it's good to fill up a few bits too. That looks quite nice. I might do another one here. And then take those off and go, oops. That's moved off. There we go. And then like so. There we go. There we go. So what do we think of that as a technique? Cool? Fun? Going to give it a go? I hope so. I think it's a nice technique that you can easily apply if you have alcohol markers. I mean, you could do it without alcohol markers if you wanted to. You could try it with colouring pencils, for example. You know, you could do it with that. You could try painting with ink, do it with watercolour. But I think the alcohol markers, because they give that nice bold colour, it really gives a good finish to the card. You know, it really sets the colour off beautifully. So those are the two that I've made. I hope you've liked and watched that. I enjoyed watching. Look at the sparkle on that. So I just added the tag to the bottom left hand portion of the ribbon, and the circle to the right hand side of the tag, just overlapping it slightly for Donna, so, or anyone else, Claire, who can't see very well. And then added some of these gems, adhesive back gems in the lemon lolly, in clusters of 3 across the circle and a little bit over onto the side edge. So, and then this first card is a blueberry bushel embossed base with a more dazzle gold. It's almost like snakeskin glitter piece set off center, and then the piece of background stamped. I think I stamped this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or 6 times, and then a labour of love colouring it all in the background and the flowers themselves. And then I did a round circle label for that one and pop that on top on the right hand side. So there we go. Yeah, these are marker pens. I wouldn't use Write marker pens, Jane, for doing this because they leave streaks. They don't blend. So you would get a messy background. You could try it, but I think you would not be happy with the background. That's why I love alcohol markers, because they have that ability to just sort of blend in together, leaving a sort of mottly effect, but not streaky like felt tip pens at school streaky. Do you know what I mean? And the marker pens, any felt tip pens or water-based ink might look like that, unless you watercolored them with it, you know, unless you added water to it. So that is my little background alcohol marker spotlighty technique. Now I'm going to give away a card. June's going to give it a go. Mandy's going to give it a go. Somebody's late, but they look wonderful. Oh, I'm so glad. Thank you very much. Carol likes them. Striking designs. Thank you. Oh, striking cards. Lovely designs. Thank you very much. So yeah, so let's give away a card because we like doing that. So I'll just share my screen with the giveaway. Let's do that. Where can we do that? Share screen. No. There we go. That one. That's what we want. Alrighty. And we're going to do this one. And we're going to collect comments. So if you've commented and I can see your name, then you'll be in with the draw. So that's good. We've got 15 entries. That's marvelous. So let's go. I love this bit. We'll have a bit of a drum roll going on in the background. Whee! Who's it going to be? Who's it going to be? It's Sharon. Sharon, fantastic. Congratulations. You've won a card from me. So please do send me your email address. Not your email address, your actual address. Yes, I need your actual address. So if you pop your address into a message to me through Queen Pip Cards on Facebook, you can do that, or you can email me. Let's turn that off because that's very bright, and then turn that down. So I will send that to you. So I've got a question from somebody on Facebook. Yes. Okay. All of the comments which pop up on the screen, where are they posted? Because I can't see them on Facebook. You can only see 2 from Bev and Cheryl. So all of the comments are shown here to me in my studio that I have. Oh, sorry, pressing the wrong button. I have a studio which sucks in all of the comments. This is being live streamed in 3 places at the moment simultaneously, to my public group, Card Making for Beginners and Beyond, to my membership, which is Card Making Know-How membership, Facebook groups. So they're both on Facebook, and also to my YouTube channel, which is Queen Pip Cards over on YouTube. So I collect comments from all of those different places, and they're all the comments that get taken up and put into the giveaway. So no one's left out. It doesn't matter where you are, as long as I can see your name. So if I can't see your name on Facebook, if for some reason it's not sharing with you there, like here, I can't see who it is who's commented on that, which I think is Bev, because Bev, you said earlier it's you. You need to go and jump onto YouTube, because that's probably the safest way to have your name shown and guarantee that you're in the draw. So there we go. So that's my tutorial for this week. A quick one, because I thought we'd just focus on that one technique this week. Next week I'm back. What am I doing next week? Oh, let me have a look. Hold on. Let's see whether I can find out what we're doing next week. I've got it all planned out for the next few months. We are doing, we've done that. Oh, we're going to be looking at, of course, next week's a busy week. So next week we have my paper party overview. So I'm going to share a few sneak peeks, a few things that we did at paper party, which would be great. I'm going to be using my favorite paper to make some cards next week, like just a batch of cards. It'll probably be like a 1-sheet wonder. We've got Stampin' with Friends with me and Katina on Tuesday. And then on Wednesday, we've got Live with Alyssa, me and Alyssa, focusing on another stamp set next week too. So you're going to have so much inspiration next week. It's busy, busy, busy on the videos next week. So make sure you come back. Make sure that you're around next week to watch all of those. But if you're not there live, you can always watch them on replay, which is the great thing about all this. And I will see lots of you at Paper Party this weekend. Yay! So excited. So, it's Sally Ann from Denmark. Hi, Sally. Nice to see you. Yes. No, that's fine. You're allowed to wonder, and I want to be open and honest about where I'm getting everything from. Julie says she's going to try the technique because it's something she's never done before. Yay! I like that. I like that a lot. Sally Ann, I'm going to jump on and I'll give you, if you just go queenpipcards.com/YouTube, you will be able to find my YouTube channel, and then you can subscribe. The best way to get notified about when I'm going live, all the things that are happening on YouTube, is to subscribe. So that little bell symbol. Okay, so go onto YouTube and subscribe. Then you get notified when I'm going live. So that's really handy. Okay, so that's where you go if you want to go to YouTube, and this is where you go if you want to learn how to make cards and all the different techniques. It's not just for beginners, although I do, that's my passion, is taking people who are brand new card makers and taking them right the way through to confident. But if you're kind of in the middle and you're just learning new techniques and stuff, then this is a chance for you to get in and learn everything there, because it's all in a nice structured format which you can easily work your way through, and you know what you've learned because you get the course and it says that you've completed it, and you can always go back over something. I had someone say to me just this past week, the thing that they liked best, it was Christina, she said the thing she liked best was that if she'd forgotten how to do something, she could just log back into the website and she could go back and review it again. And she knew that it would be there, and she knew she could find it. She didn't have to waste hours searching on Pinterest or Google or YouTube or whatever. She could just go straight to wherever it was, refresh her memory on how to do something, and then she was away and designing and enjoying herself. And, that's what I like about it too. So that's that. Betty says she loves that. Thank you. Thumbs up, ladies. Good. Excellent. And Sally Ann, yay, she's back onto she's joined us on YouTube. That's brilliant. Hello, and you're subscribing. Fantastic. So next week you'll get lots of notifications, so that'll be good. Alrighty, so have a lovely week, everybody. I hope I'm not quite so croaky next week, and I will see you again soon. You take care, and happy crafting. All right, see you soon. Bye.